Hello, collective. This is Tan from Artemis? Artemis Oracle doing your reading. This is a late night reading. Let me see what time it is. It's 10:42 p.m. as I am filming this. You see me, I'm looking like a poodle. But let's see what messages you need to know at this time. That's for your highest and greatest good. I'm looking over at the deck just to tell you the name. It's the Unspoken Truth deck. Let's see what unspoken truths you need to know at this time. 33 as I'm saying that. Let's see. What does the collective need to know, Spirit and guys? That's for the highest and greatest good concerning love. Concerns to love. What's the message the collective needs to know at this time? Just for the highest and greatest good. Oh, okay. Okay. You've come farther than you think. Do you ever think about me late at night? Well, this is a late night reading, so that's a bit appropriate. Oops. Let's see. Intuition. Trust your gut. It's rarely wrong. You've always known the truth, you just refuse to see it. Okay, so some of you are really needing to follow your intuition about something. You know, with the way this card is indicating your intuition, it's basically you following your heart, doing what you feel is best for you, what you think is right for you. What really stands out to me in this card is this web. It looks like a wheel. Then there's this light bulb, right? So it's like things are interconnected. Maybe you're seeing there's a lot of connections, synchronicities, and signs that are all matching up, aligning two to two as I'm saying that. But you also have this moon. It's a waning crescent moon. So it may be something that may come to head during the waning crescent moon phase of this for the new moon in Leo. I believe that's supposed to take place, and not entirely sure when, but we just had the full moon in Capricorn, and that was on July 10th. So I'm guessing the new moon in Leo is going to be around July 24th, around that, July 24th, 25th. But it says trust your gut, it's rarely wrong. So, you know, there may be certain things that you're kind of hem-hawing about, that you're not entirely sure which path to take. But I feel like with this card, it's telling you, you know what feels right. You know what sings to your heart, what is true to you, you know. You've come farther than you think. So maybe the path that you're currently on, this is asking for you to not doubt it, just to continue on the path that you know is right. You may be reconsidering whether the path you've already taken is the right path. But 333, as I'm about to say this, maybe what you've already done so far is where you're destined to go. This is a love reading, right? So do you ever think about me late at night? So you may be wondering if the person that you may be thinking about, who's on your mind, is feeling the same way too. You may be wondering if this person is questioning whether the path you're both taking together is the destined path, if it's what's meant to be. I think that with this card showing up at the bottom, you've always known the truth. You just refuse to see it. There may be some bit of denial going on. You know, it may be that denial was causing, maybe causing confusion, doubt. About whether what you're doing is the right thing or the wrong thing. But you will know. Because if it doesn't feel right, then you know it's something that you need to stop, that you need to change your path for. If it's not that, then if it does feel right, then it's something that you should continue. It's a path that you need to stay on, you know. You see how the path is, like, you don't know where you're headed, but it's like the path is going to be lit for you. You're going to be guided down whatever path you're meant to take, especially when it's coming to this person. I hope that makes sense. Getting a lot of distractions. I decided to come on this side of my room, but the window's open and it's raining today. We have thunder. Lightning, the way you love me is frightening. Da, 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 da. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. Knock on wood. Knock, knock, knock on wood. Oh my God, that just triggered a memory that I cannot share. It's private. What you're searching for may not be what you truly want. Sometimes the answer isn't yes or no, it's wait. I think this has to do with fixation. Like, you don't be fixated on a certain outcome, because though you may see things happening the way you want them to happen, they may not happen the way you want them to happen, because it may not be what's meant to happen, what is right for you. And it's a matter too of, if you're not entirely sure what path to take, if you should stay on the same path, or if you should just turn around and go a different way, or, you know, reroute yourself, you know, like how the GPS does when you take a wrong turn, it just reroutes you. Or it's like when you change your course. So if that's the case, if you're not really sure what to do, then maybe the best thing to do is nothing, you know? Because certain things you can't do on your own, especially when there are two people involved. You know, if this is a love situation. So when it is a love situation, this path, it's not one that you take on your own. It's one that you have to take together. And if you're not sure what the other person is thinking, then maybe it's time for you to take a break and take in any sort of action. And if there is any doubt about whether you are worthy of love, you are worthy of love. No proof is needed. You don't need to overdo it. You don't have to overgive. You don't have to overextend yourself. You don't have to prove to anybody that you are worth loving, you know. And if that's where you are in this dynamic, then maybe this is the type of dynamic where you should wait and allow the person to, you know, come to their senses. Or you do take a separate path. You take a different path. You diverge from the path you were meant to take with this person, and then set off on your own one. Your own path. On your own one. You're on your own. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, so this person, hearing your name still makes my heart race. This could be somebody from the past, somebody that you're not in contact with. Their name can start with a J, an M, that could be their initials. Even H stands out to me. What else? Let's see what other letters I see. Y, T, S, W, and D. Okay. So if this is somebody that you haven't really been in contact with, maybe what you're considering is whether or not you should reach out to this person, if that would be the best course of action for you. But if you're the type of person who feels like you have to do or say or act in a certain way in order to be noticed, then this is your sign to stop and just wait. You know, wait or withhold. And when I mean withhold, it's, I guess what I mean to say is detach from giving into the situation. And maybe it's time for you to pour into yourself. You know, when it's that waiting period, I don't think, like for me, I don't believe that you should wait for anybody. You know, I feel like you should live your life. If there is somebody that you want to be with, but they're not necessarily taking any actions to be with you, then that doesn't mean your life has to stop until they decide, yeah, okay, now I want to be with you. No, you should continue living your life, doing the things that you enjoy doing, taking care of yourself, taking care of your family, socializing, and, you know, not putting your life on pause, waiting for someone to decide that, yes, you are worthy, I do see your worth, and I want to be with you. No, you know, because you don't know how long that's going to take. That's going to take them. So what you need to do, you may need to consider doing, because I can't tell you what to do, you have free will, is to take care of yourself. Do you take care of yourself? Don't be waiting for anybody, you know, because you don't know if that person's not waiting for you. You know what I mean? Like, they could be living their own life and not even thinking about you. You may be a second thought. You know, you may not be the first thought in your mind. You know, you may not even be the second thought. You may be the third or fourth or fifth, you know. They may not even be prioritizing you. So if that's the case, then you don't want to be making somebody number one when you're naive. You're number 10. 11 as I'm saying that. You know? So, yes, you may have feelings about this person, for this person. Yes, you get excited when you hear the name. You may be excited when they contact you. You know, all your emotions get stirred up. But the thing is, you can't sit around and let your life pass you by waiting for somebody to decide that you're worthy. And if you're getting that inkling, that urge to move forward, or to just start doing you, then that's what you need to do. You need to follow the guidance that you're being given. Whether it's innately, whether it's from your own intuition, or it's just what you feel like it is the best thing for you to do, or it could be just me reminding you that your life shouldn't be put on pause just because of a person, that you want to acknowledge you and prioritize you, you know, the way you prioritize them. So I feel like that's where you can bring some justice for yourself, and, you know, yeah, bring justice and balance in your life. Restore some level of control, because if you allow somebody to have you sit and wait, you're giving them power over you. You've lost your power. You're essentially handed it over to someone who probably doesn't even know they have that power over you, because they're so busy doing something else, you know? Yeah. Let me see if there's anything else. Let's get romance angels. Look at the bottom of the deck. It says free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. And I was just telling you that, you know, you could be giving your control to somebody and they don't even realize they have it over you. Oh, wow, that's interesting. Okay, I love my cards. It's just aligned with everything I'm saying. I just love it. See, what other messages does the collective need to know? Okay, we got one that came out. New love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. You know, if it is a new love situation, the same advice applies. You don't need to be waiting for anybody to acknowledge you. Healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. So some of you may be having some type of father or mother wounds that need to be healed. That may be why you may be waiting and overgiving and overdoing it, because you're seeking some sort of validation. You know, validation that your parents didn't give you. So it's like a pattern you keep repeating, but within your romantic relationships. And that may not resonate with everybody, but, you know, that can be the issue with you. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. Attraction, you know. I don't know what's more attractive than a person who's just living their lives and smelling the roses, doing their own thing, you know, just romanticizing their life, romanticizing themselves, prioritizing themselves, taking care of themselves. Anything else? Just one more spirit. One more message before we close out this reading. Oh, that card was... I thought it was going to flip. One more message before we close out this reading, spirit. One more message before we close out this reading. Oh, wedding. this situation involves what? Marriage. Some of you may be waiting for someone, but they may be already making plans to be with somebody else. Or it could possibly be like if you are in this new love dynamic, that you are attracting new love. If you are taking care of yourself, prioritizing yourself, and doing some inner work and healing, you may be attracting somebody that can be your, you know, who may be your lifelong partner, someone that you do end up marrying. I can't say lifelong because some, you know how marriage can end sometimes, but you know, it could be somebody that you have a higher level of commitment with, you know, and it says this could be the one. You already met the romantic partner you seek. So if you aren't in any dynamic right now, there may be somebody around you that you know, but you do not even consider in that way. That could be the person that could end up being a new love potential that may ultimately be the person that you marry. And when I say this, I don't want you to go and be like looking like, is it him? Is it her? Or is it them? You know, like, no, just keep living your life, you know. As long as you keep doing your healing and you keep working on yourself, then you're gonna increase your level of attraction. You're gonna be more magnetic, and then you're gonna be attracting somebody who will, you know, who will value you the way you're meant to be valued, and who will let you know how they feel about you and what they're willing to do and how serious they are about you. Yeah. And the honeymoon card, look. Yeah. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So like whoever this new person can be, and even if it's this person that you're waiting for, the one that you wonder if they think about you late at night, you know, and only certain parts of the message will resonate, okay? So please only take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't, you know, because maybe you do know somebody who does value you, but they're not necessarily in the best circumstances to really give you a commitment because they have other priorities right now. So like there may be like finances, they may be working on leveling up and getting raised, a promotion, or you know, there may be some family issues that are going on, you know, that can be an interference in your relationship, you know, where this person isn't necessarily prioritizing it, or it's not at the level of priority as you have put it or you have placed it. So I hope this reading was helpful in some way. If it was, please like, share, and subscribe to Artemis Oracle. My name is Tan. I'm your reader, and I'm wishing you a good evening ahead. Bye.